Hello everyone, I'm Mark. I am the processing controller currently working at Mercan Asia. Our office has recently received a lot of questions asking about the EB-3 program. That's why we decided to make a series of videos to answer all of the questions about the EB-3 program. Today, I would like to introduce to you our special guest, Mr. Tony. He is your first point contact whenever you want to ask about the EB-3 program.
Hello everybody, I'm Tony from Mercan Asia. I'm now managing Facebook fan page EB-3 work in the USA. So if you guys have any inquiries about this program, please contact directly to me or take me to the fan page inbox.
Okay, Tony. So let's check out some questions that we have been recently received in Mercan. The first question is that most people asking about what exactly is the definition of EB-3. So can you explain for us the details?
Yeah, right. EB-3 stands for Employment-Based Immigration Third Preference. This is a program which US government offer employer a chance to recruit and sponsor foreign workers. Through working with employer in USA, you can apply for immigration category and obtain a permanent resident card. For more information, you can check on the official website of USCIS to understand more about this program.
So, as I understand, EB-3 is an immigration program, whereas the employee just need to submit the CV and hope to be selected by one of the employer in the US. So, why should we choose this program among the others?
Wow, this is a really good question. The most advantage of this program is that the employee can sign the long-term contract with the employer. You will be sponsored to work in the USA, therefore you don't have to worry about a job anymore. Another advantage of this program is that you can obtain a permanent resident card or also called green card. You can also sponsor your spouse and children under 18 years old to live with you in America during the time you work for the employer.
You can see on the screen the sample of EB-3 category visa and green card.
That's interesting. So, what are the available jobs currently for EB-3?
EB-3 has three types: professional, skilled, and unskilled, or we call others. The job list is updated monthly by Mercan, so it's very easy for you to find a suitable one to apply. And usually category of jobs are housekeeper, caregiver, order picker, sometimes driver and welder.
However, it is said that the unemployment rate in the US is very high. So, how can our candidates compete for these jobs?
Oh, you shouldn't worry about that because the main purpose of EB-3 program is to help employer to recruit employees who cannot be found in US, and the employer has to prove that they advertise the job for months but no one applies or shortage of applicants for the required job. Therefore, they want to recruit foreign workers to work for them for a long time.
Okay, so what are the requirements for these jobs?
The requirements for EB-3 unskilled program are very basic. Like you should have a good health, you can use English but without certification required. Your age from 21 to 45, and you should have a good criminal record. Of course, for some specific jobs like driver and welder, you should have experience before in driving or using a welding machine.
Then, how long is it for the process?
Normally, it takes 2 to 3 years since you register this program with Mercan.
So why it takes a quite long period like that?
Well, as I told you, it's an employment immigration program. Therefore, it takes a longer time to process. However, it's one of the fastest and most economical way to get a green card. For example, compared to EB-5 investment program to USA, it takes more than 5 years of waiting with a huge financial budget.
Then it sounds reasonable. You get a job, you don't need to worry about your employment status when you arrive in the USA. You just need a little bit patience to get in line, wait for the authorities to analyze your file, then you can get your green card eventually. So Tony, does employee need to pay any costs, and what are the roles of Mercan here to support the applicants?
Well, there's no freelance, my friend.
Okay.
Okay, it's just a small job. But it also means that from both sides, employer and employee need to prove themselves to various authorities in the USA that from the employer side, they have made a big effort to recruit locals, but they couldn't find enough employees to work for them. So foreign recruitment is an option to maintain the operation smoothly in USA. From the employee side, they need to prove the capability to apply for the job, their intention to join a long-term contract with the employer, and to dedicate their work time for the employer who already sponsored them to USA to work.
Wow, so there is a real binding between the employer and the employee. How about the cost during the process?
There are two parts, recruitment and immigration. For recruitment, employees doesn't need to pay any cost as the employer will just check the CV, analyze and decide if the candidates are eligible for the job or not. Then they will submit the documents to the Department of Labor for the employee to receive PERM, or we call labor certificate, and then later on submit their files to USCIS. In all stages before the approval of candidate status at USCIS, the main applicant is the employer and the employee is just the beneficiary.
Oh really? I understand now. So, can you explain more the details?
For immigration support, yes, there are costs that you, as an applicant for EB-3, need to pay to the government authorities in the USA and also pay fee for the service support to Mercan and AII law for the service of admin work and consular processing support work. Our role remains as update the job list available and also screen your CV to make sure you are qualified for the job or not. Monitor the process within 2 to 3 years until you finally get the green card in the USA. Coordinate and receive the updates from the law firm on your file status. We will have another video talking about the fees and the costs so you can understand more in details.
Wow, it's quite a journey. 2 to 3 years, Mercan and the law firm have to update constantly on the applicant status. That's a lot of information to be shared, Mr. Tony. I guess people now can understand the very basics of this program. We should be coming soon for more videos around this topic. Thank you for watching and we'll be back in the next episode.
Goodbye.